for a fact that there is a dangerous and potentially lethal threat residing in your home, wouldn't you take immediate action to eliminate this threat? The lethal threat I'm referring to is radon. You can't see it, smell it, or taste it. The only way to know it's present in your home is to test for it. The Surgeon General states online in a report called the Radon Fact Sheet that radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer today. The statistics are grim. The EPA estimates around 20,000 deaths yearly are caused by radon gas. The good news is there are ways to lower these numbers through testing and reduction methods. Radon is a cancer-causing radioactive gas. It's produced naturally by the radioactive decay of uranium. The main ways radon can harm humans is by inhalation, such as breathing in dust and particles that have been contaminated by radon, or by ingestion, such as drinking water. Radon is measured in a unit called a picocurie, or a PCI. The measurement of a PCI per liter is based on a liter of water or air. All we can do is to try to keep radon levels as low as possible because there's no safe levels of radon gas. The Environmental Protection Agency, or the EPA, reports that an average indoor radon level is around 1.3 PCI per liter, and a level of 0.4 PCI per liter is the average level outside. The outside level is lower because it's not contained in an enclosed area. Inside homes and buildings is where radon gas gets trapped and becomes a threat. It can be especially lethal in our homes where we spend most of our time. A family with a home reading of a 4 PCI per liter is being exposed to 35 times the radiation on a daily basis as would occur if they were standing next to a fence at a radioactive waste site. Unfortunately, radon has many ways to enter homes and buildings. Since it's a gas, it easily slips through small spaces in cracks in rocks and soil. It can leak through floor drains, in foundation cracks, and through the dirt in our crawl spaces. Kathleen Gay, author of Silent Killers, Radon, and Other Hazards, informs us that houses pull radon from the earth because of pressure differences of indoor air and air pressure in the soil. It is believed that low pressure is mainly responsible for the higher levels of radon inside our homes. So should you test for radon? The answer is definitely yes. According to the online report, the Radon Fact Sheet, the American Lung Association, the American Medical Association, and the National Safety Council recommends that everyone test their homes for radon because testing is the only way to find out if you or your family are in danger. It's estimated that 1 in 5 homes have high levels of radon. Even if your neighbor's house doesn't have a high level, doesn't mean your house will not. Researchers have found that every house is different, and so is the radon content in the soil beneath them. They estimate that 8 million homes in the U.S. have unsafe levels of radon gas. Besides our homes, our schools and workplaces should also be tested for radon levels. Radon is found all over the country and can easily seep into any type of building, including our schools, which therefore puts our children at risk. Scientists tell us that radon is 9 times denser than air and can easily pass through materials such as paint, plastics, and paper. On a yearly basis, students could be exposed to 10 times the level of radon that is present at the edge of a nuclear power plant. Likewise, the workplace is also at risk for high levels of radon exposure, especially for those who work underground. Significant concentration of radon can be found in caves and tunnels and in all types of underground mining, and with uranium miners being exposed to the highest levels. Another risk of radon exposure is through our water supply. Online, according to Citizen's Guide to Radon, authored by the EPA, a problem with radon in the water supply usually comes from a private well or a public water supply system that uses underground water. Most of your risk from the water comes from it being released into the air when used for bathing or other household purposes. The risk of stomach cancer from drinking contaminated water is low, but if you have a well that tests positive for radon, you can easily find a treatment for it and eliminate the radon in your water supply before it enters your home. Fortunately, testing for radon in your home is easy and inexpensive. Test kits can be purchased at many retail stores for about $10 to $12. A short-term test is the fastest way to know if your home has radon levels. Just follow directions on the kit, and if you get a reading of 4 psi per liter, then you need to test again. If you get that same reading, you need to fix your home. There's also a long-term test kit that's available, and it will more accurately tell you your home's year-round radon level. This test takes about 90 days, and if the reading's more than 4 psi per liter, you're urged to fix the problem as soon as possible. The good news is that radon concentration can be reduced to more safe and acceptable levels. There are several proven methods that are used to reduce radon in the home. The main method is a vent pipe system and fan. This system sucks radon from under the house and expels it to the outside. It's simple but an effective system with no major changes needed to your home. Even though most homeowners can expect to pay an amount that other common household fixer-uppers cost, the price levels are vary greatly. And it depends on how and when your home was built and how much radon gas is present with that cost. In some cases, professional help may be needed to be sure that you use the correct method to fix the radon levels. You can check with the state radon office to find trained and qualified professionals in your area. As you can see, radon is something we cannot continue to ignore. Just because we can't see it, hear it, or smell it doesn't mean it's not entering our lungs with every breath we take. Thank goodness all we need to do to greatly reduce and possibly eliminate the threat of lung cancer due to radon exposure is a simple test. The test for radon levels in your home, and if needed, take the appropriate steps to fix the problem. Find out if testing has been done in your child's school or at your workplace. Then take action now, and you won't end up a statistic later.